New Neverwinter players learn how to get Astral Diamonds in 2021. Make sure you like this video as we begin and subscribe if you want to see more video tips about Neverwinter. I've made a lot of videos and guides for Neverwinter players, and especially newer, and returning players. And I guess I should be calling this How to Get Astral Diamonds for newer, or returning players in 2021. In this video, I'll be covering the major ways or most profitable ways that I found to get Astral Diamonds, or those that work for me. And there are many ways to get Astral Diamonds in Neverwinter in 2021. I'll go through the basic ways to get Astral Diamonds, moving to the more profitable towards the end of this video, with some others worth mentioning thrown in. I'm not covering all of them, and there are others. What you'll see in this video are things that I do, because some of us have to eat and have families or even jobs. As you can see from my character sheet here, I don't focus on all the best items in slot or BIS items, companions, or mounts, and enchantments. There are some other great channels that cover Neverwinter out there that already take the time and do the hard work on those things. I just enjoy playing Neverwinter most of the time. And there's a tremendous amount of content available for you to explore as you begin your journey, even with the grinding. Since this is for new players, I want to say grinding, or repetitive gameplay, questing, and farming are just a part of life in this type of game. And I see a lot of comments about how players are upset with Cryptic over all the changes that occur. And I'm talking major changes that take place. And everything from changes to weapon enchantments, to regular enchantments, to runestones, to companions, and to mounts, and nerfs to the buffs, and changes to character classes, all of which impact Neverwinter's loyal player base dramatically in a lot of cases. I'm not complaining here, it's just that if you're new and beginning or a returning player, you're going to have to accept that this is just the way it is when you play Neverwinter. So expect exactly these kinds of changes. And they will happen, because they're going to, and it's just a fact. I'm not taking Cryptic side, and in fact I've been frustrated too. But I'm trying to emphasize to you watching this video that if you come into playing Neverwinter expecting anything different, then expect to be disappointed and frustrated. And feel free to let me know in the comments what you think. I really am interested. Now then, how to get Astral Diamonds for newer, casual, and returning players in 2021. One more quick note. If you're brand new to Neverwinter, don't worry so much about what all the other endgame players are using, because it isn't going to be easy for you to acquire what they have, so don't covet it, because it'll make you feel unworthy and terrible. Just focus on your own character, and remember, it's a game that can be enjoyable. Just get yourself geared up to the point where you can contribute to a group, handle yourself in most cases, and by this I mean survive, and have fun. Now, Astral Diamonds are one of Neverwinter's main currencies. You have rough Astral Diamonds, and you have refined Astral Diamonds. Simply put, rough Astral Diamonds can be converted to Astral Diamonds, and as of this video, there's a daily cap of 100,000 Astral Diamonds, or rather rough Astral Diamonds, that you can convert to Astral Diamonds. And this is account-wide, so switching characters won't let you convert more. Sorry, but don't blame me. Cryptic did it, but Astral Diamonds are something that I feel is really necessary once you reach level 80, because you need at least some of it in order to save time acquiring items that will help you survive in the game and keep it interesting. Because let's face it, when you die over and over and over, it's kind of like playing Dark Souls. In certain areas it can be very frustrating, taking 10 steps, mixing it up in a skirmish that leads to your demise yet again, or worse, doing daily dungeons and skirmishes and not being able to do your part. Most people don't like to be carried. I said most. One way to get Astral Diamonds is by playing different campaigns as they come up. You'll have to level your character up to be able to participate in these, but I'll give you a couple of examples. In the Everness campaign in Valenhas, you can earn chaotic writings, which is a reward currency that will let you buy Juma bags, which will have a small chance to give you Astral diamonds. And you get that currency by completing heroic encounters or the daily and weekly quests. And then you have the Master Expeditions in the Yawning Portal in the Undermountain campaign, and by using a specific rune type, you can get Astral diamonds there. But these are specific types of things that will change if Cryptic feels too many Astral diamonds are being given. They will reduce the amounts and or chances of getting Astral diamonds. So while you can earn Astral diamonds in this way, it isn't very efficient, and Cryptic will sometimes remove or change what you can get. You can also farm areas like Dreadring for rank 5 enchanting stones and other things that you can sell for Astral diamonds. But I want to point out that it will take you a very long time if you're brand new. You can work an area like Inverness or Avernus while you're waiting for your daily dungeon or skirmishes to queue up. And I'll have more of that in a bit. But what I recommend is to hit the boss battles the players will call out in different instances so you can more efficiently and quickly earn your special currencies and campaign maps. Now you'll of course have to decide whether to bail in a boss battle if you're in the middle of it and accept the slot for your random queue or not, but that's up to you. This is a general guide with some specifics, so as you grow into the game, keep an eye out for other campaign areas in Neverwinter because there will be more to come. And that leads me to getting some Astral diamonds from weekly campaigns where they're offered. I want to try to keep this video as simple as possible, so what I'm telling you are things that I do. To get Astral diamonds, and there are the things that players do, but my way works for me. And hopefully will work for you because you don't have to be a top rated or top geared player to do these things. That's why it's for new players. Weekly campaigns are offered in Neverwinter where you're given approximately 4,500 Astral diamonds. And I say approximately because you can, for example, have a mount collar that may increase the amount you get for each completion, except when it gets tweaked. But in all these cases, as of this video, and over many mod releases, the base amount is 4,500 rough Astral diamonds, and you have to be level 70, and these will unlock at different points as you work through the campaigns. And to keep this video from getting too long, I'm not going to go into what you have to do to open each of the weeklies up. I just want to let you know that they are available. I also have another video, and I'll put a link, you can watch it after this video, down in the description, that will help show you ways to speed up your campaigning, but it will take spending some currency. Now what weekly Neverwinter quests I do for Astral diamonds are first in Dreadring, you get from Sergeant Knox, you get the Red Wizard's weekly campaign. In Sharndar, pre-mod 20, the Arcane Reservoir, you get from Marissa Winterwhite. And we'll have to see if anything is available here after mod 20 breaks, and I'll do an update when it's released. In the Underdark, the Ballad of Vasfament, which Brunor Battlehammer gives out, and Tyranny of Dragons campaign, Protecting the Portal, you get from Harper Broward and Protector's Enclave, and which is in Tyranny of Dragons, and picked up from Elminster Omar, and it's called Reclaiming the Horde. You can also do Bigrin's Tomb in Isondale, where I'm at right now. All of your characters that have this unlocked, so it's not just specific to one character, but they have to have run through the campaigns enough to be able to unlock these. And once they're completed, you get 4,500 Astral diamonds, rough Astral diamonds, for each completion. And again, that's for each character that's gone through these. And as we continue, I also wanted to let you know that after you're done watching this, I just released a video for new players called 12 Tips for New Neverwinter Players that you might want to check out. I'll put a link at the end of this video for you so you can click on it. Now when I mentioned farming a little earlier, I think a more effective way in my opinion is to go to your guild stronghold, and if you're not in a guild, I highly recommend it, even if you're not social. Like, I'm not social, and in fact my social skills are terrible. I kind of get a bit focused and don't come up for air often enough to be good company. I'm still trying to do better, but I'm definitely lacking here. But basically, once you join a guild, you want to start working through your campaigns. Just like other areas in Neverwinter, you'll talk to some of the different NPCs and you'll get quests. And you want to work things up to the point where you can start picking up quests from the Master of Coin and the cleric over there. The reason is, once you complete the quests you pick up, you can earn different shards, like this, that you can turn in to earn guild marks. Up here, I'll show you in just a second. Go up here to your coffer. You can donate it from your coffer. Now do it right now for the video. Just like that. Now once you donate these, you can't get them back. But I just got 300 guild marks for completing those quests that you just saw there. You can donate those to your guilds or other guilds in your alliance in their stronghold. But if I wanted to, or you wanted to, you could sell those directly for straight Astral Diamonds right here. So 1,000 guild marks gives me 1,000 rough Astral Diamonds. Or you can use them to buy other items that you can sell in the auction house for Astral Diamonds. More specifically, if I go over here, I could buy some of these items, which are used for crafting, that I could sell on the auction house. But what you want to do is price them out before you buy them. So we'll look up shark oil just for an example. Price them out, make sure you're buying the items that will give you the most. Example, 4 of those will give me right now just over 10,000 Astral Diamonds. Or you could come to the Stronghold General Merchant and you can get something called Explorer's Case or Explorer's Cases. These are Explorer's maps or charts, and they show you locations for different resources in different maps. And again, crafters use these when they're making things you find on these maps. And when you get a map, it will mark the location in your different campaign maps and show you exactly where to go get these. Pick them up. But again, I recommend if you do this, take a little bit of time just to price it out before you buy the maps. And I also want to tell you, I don't craft anymore due to the amount of time it takes. But I do get lots of Astral Diamonds doing what I do. And by joining the guild, you not only get to hang out with some really cool people, if you want that, you can also get the guild marks you need to help you get more Astral Diamonds in Neverwinter in 2021. Another thing to mention here is it's better to wait to turn in your donatable items to the coffer when you have a 2 times guild mark or 2x guild mark event, and to save your explorer's charts to use during the 2x professions resource events that come up. I also want to say again that I do recommend you price comparison items before you buy them to see what is most valuable, along with checking the resource prices on items offered from the explorer's charts. But that's getting into the weeds a little bit, and I don't mean to do that. Another cool thing you can do is buy food with your guild marks, and you can use these. Now you can't sell these bind onto your account when you pick it up, but they're very useful because each of these foods give you different bonuses, and as a new player you'll find this useful. Before continuing on, if how to get Astral Diamonds for new players in 2021 is helpful, please let me know in the comments down below. And I also made a video recently about getting free preservations. I said, try that again, free preservation wards. But you can also get free coalescent wards. And you can use these to refine and upgrade valuable items that you can sell for a profit. And I'll put a link in the description that you can watch after finishing this video if you want to know more about getting some of those. And like guild marks, there are other currencies and seals that you can trade for Astral Diamonds. And you can buy items from vendors for gold and sell those on the auction house. You can also get something called Tourmaline trade bars, which you can buy things like, especially like epic mounts or companions, that you can turn around and sell on the auction house for a profit. Gold and some of the other currencies come from campaigning. Trade bars come when you open chests, but you'll see more about that in a little bit. I want to tell you, gold and other currencies, also including seals, are a bit slower to earn a profit, but I felt like I should mention it. I, of course, don't know you personally, so I have no idea how much time you have to spend playing Neverwinter, but part of my intent here is to help you get your Astral Diamonds while making it fairly easy. But I do want you to remember that Neverwinter is a game, and it does take time to get your resources, and you need to think of Astral Diamonds as a game within a game. And when you're first starting out, it will seem like a huge mountain to climb, and it is. But as you acquire Astral Diamonds as a new Neverwinter player, another tip I have is to become a saver. As I mentioned at the start of this video, I don't focus on getting all the best gear, mounts, enchantments, etc. as soon as they come out. In fact, I never do it. Just get your characters so you can survive and be a solid player. And like your character, treat the Astral Diamonds the same way. Let it grow and just try playing to get the most out of your equipment and such as long as possible, because you can use Astral Diamonds to make more Astral Diamonds. And I'll talk about that in a bit. The next tip I have for new Neverwinter players learning how to get Astral Diamonds in 2021, step out of the way for a second, is running your daily dungeon queues starting as soon as you can. And I believe it's at level 15. You will get more Astral Diamonds as a reward for finishing these dungeons and skirmish runs as you level up to level 80, and you'll also get more if you get something called VIP. Like I already ran this one. I could run it again, but you get more the first time through. But VIP is the first thing you should start buying, and this is something I'll cover a little bit more about, but that can come after you've gathered some Astral Diamonds for a little while. In my case, I only run the trial queue up here in the epic dungeon queues, but I have a lot of Astral Diamonds, and I suggest if you have time to run them all, at least all up to the level you're comfortable with, and run them once each per day. In 30 calendar days, I get over 3 million Astral Diamonds, and that doesn't include anything I decide to sell that I've gotten from the rewards at the end. Now, as you saw, you can run them more than once, but the Astral Diamond rewards drop significantly after the first time, so you have to decide if more than once a day suits you and what time you have available, and whether you want to enjoy other areas of the game. But this is one of the easiest and fastest ways to start earning Astral Diamonds to get that bankroll going, so you can get bonus AD, and you can also earn more if you have a particular character role as it starts up. Like right now for the random trial queue, I get a bonus if I go in as a healer, and on the epic dungeon queue I can get a bonus as a tank of 5,000 rough Astral Diamonds. And all the way down here for the more basic dungeon queues, if I'm a healer I can get an extra 2,500 Astral Diamonds. So keep an eye on that. That's a nice way to get some extra bonus Astral Diamonds. And if you already have a character that's geared that way, you're all set when those bonus rewards come up and you queue up. And remember, as I just mentioned, you can sometimes get valuable treasure that you can sell from the chest at the end of these runs. And I did say sometimes, because the big drops are rare. And as I mentioned before, I know I said this, as you're waiting for a queue to start, like I'll queue this up right now, you can continue to campaign while you're waiting. So new Neverwinter players wanting to get Astral Diamonds in 2021, after you've begun accumulating Astral Diamonds, and in fact as soon as you get your first 750,000 Astral Diamonds on the PC, at least as of right now, and I will say that amount changes. Sometimes Cryptic will change the conversion rate, but whether you're on an Xbox or PlayStation 4 or 5, you can go on the exchange, and this is the exchange. As soon as you get enough Astral Diamonds to put on the Astral Diamond exchange, you want to do so, because it will allow you to get your first month's VIP and get it no matter what. In fact, don't spend any Astral Diamonds until you get your refined Astral Diamonds on the exchange, because it can take a couple months for it to convert over to Zen, which is what you have to do by VIP, because you can't get it with Astral Diamonds directly, or you can use a credit card. But I only recommend buying Zen that way through Arc and not Steam for several reasons, all of them good, including no hold times and possible available discounts. I only get my currency from playing because it's just my way. But if you break out the credit card, it will help Cryptic and Arc keep the lights on, and that's cool with me. And I can assure you, I've gotten no contributions from them, at least up to this point in my life. And I'm kind of splitting subjects right now, but I don't want to forget to tell you this. If you're not comfortable with the thought of buying and selling things in the auction house, and don't intend to put your Astral Diamonds to a higher and better use, in other words, you're a spender, and that's okay. A lot of players are, but it's against my advice. And I'm sure if you're a spender, then this isn't the first or last time you've heard this. But I recommend you save, but you probably won't. So spend as you will. So I'm going into the Zen market, and I'm going to VIP. So VIP will give you enchanted keys to open lockboxes. And if you get 1 month of this, it's 1,000 Zen on the PC, or 750,000 Astral Diamonds converted over. But you can open lockboxes that will give you non-account bound items. What that means is that you're able to give it to other players or sell them on the auction house for more Astral Diamonds or for personal use. And oftentimes these boxes will drop small amounts of those tourmaline trade bars I mentioned earlier. I'm going into my inventory and I'm clicking on VIP. Now please keep in mind that things like mounts and companions, that once they're equipped, they're yours forever, and in many cases bound to the character that first equipped it. So just be aware of that. You also get, with VIP, at level 1, 15% more Astral Diamonds on your dungeon runs and skirmishes, and PvP. But nobody really plays that right now. And again, that's at level 1. So you can get 1 month to check that out. And I'm not going to go into too much more detail about VIP, but it has many great features, and you can get more AD bonuses as you level it up. And eventually, you get to pay no more auction fees when you sell items on the auction house. And trust me, that's a huge plus. More things I do want to note for new Neverwinter, returning, and casual players in 2021. I'm in my inventory, and I mentioned those keys, and I already got mine for the day. But you can pick this up once per day right here. And what I need you to know is that if you don't claim your key every day, that key will disappear and it's gone. And it's gone for good. So you have to pick that up every day. So if nothing else, just log in to grab your key and invoke. And another thing, if your VIP expires because your Astral Diamonds haven't converted over in time to keep it going, and they probably won't, and you don't use a credit card, Cryptic allows you to pick up your VIP level where you left it off. So let's say you had 3 months worth of VIP and it expires, and you come back and you want to buy 1 or even 3 or 6 months worth of VIP. If you had 3 months, it would pick up at the 4th month. And I hope that makes sense. Let me try this again though. If you only had 1 month and then bought 1 more month, you would be at level 2. And if it expired at that point, you only had 1 month, and it takes you, say, 3 weeks after it expires to get VIP again, you would still be at level 2 when you come in to buy another month. And I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. But at this moment, it's the best I can do. Since I was talking about the Astral Diamonds and Zen conversions again, I want to recommend that as soon as you get 750,000 Astral Diamonds in Neverwinter, you want to put it on the Astral Diamond exchange as soon as you can get it. And I want to say again, I'm using numbers on the PC, so use what works on the consoles too, because I don't know what your current conversion amount is. The maximum tradable amount is 3,750,000 Astral Diamonds for 5,000 Zen. And again, that's on the PC. But as soon as you have it, put it in, because it does take a long time to convert over. And you can see I have 5 offers in right now, and I suggest you do the same as they become available, just because it takes that long to get them through. And also, I also recommend, if you can do it, to put it in at the max amount at 5,000, because you'll see this starts to snowball after a while, and you'll be sorry if one of the big sales come up and you don't have enough Zen to buy what you want. So just keep it rolling. Try to max it out if you can at 5,000 or 5,000 Zen to be converted. That's another one you have to trust me on. Just make sure you do it that way. Now, if for some reason you need to, like if you just have to have an item and you buy Zen with a credit card, you can convert the Zen back to Astral Diamonds right here. So here, if I'm buying Zen, I would put it in here where it says buy Zen. If I wanted to sell Zen for Astral Diamonds, I could put it in here. So I would just put, say I wanted 100 at 750, which is the max right now. And I don't recommend put it in for a lower amount when you sell it. Just keep it at the maximum level and you'll be fine. Now, if you're a saver like me, I can tell you that you can buy and sell items off the auction house. Or if you'd rather be watching one of the crypto exchanges or stock exchanges like I do, you can buy a couple of times a year at Neverwinter's summer sale and Black Friday, and you can sell those items off from the auction house. And that doesn't take quite as much effort. And again, in my case, I get more than enough to keep me satisfied. I have several videos I've made showing how I've made millions of Astral Diamonds with what I hope has enough detail in it to get you started. And this video is running a bit longer than I intended. And I'll put more links for you down in the video description, down below my affiliate product recommendations and channel donations. So now, new Neverwinter players, you've seen new Neverwinter players, how to get Astral Diamonds in 2021. Make sure you subscribe and check out more great videos with Neverwinter player tips on the playlist link above, and let me know what you think. I want to give a quick shout out to 2 other channels that do Neverwinter, Enyo and The Nick Flo Show. You might want to check them out. I'll put a link down in the description below. You should check them out.